Why are there not more people talking about the Nile River? Before we dive into the lifeblood of Egypt, make sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories from around the world. Over 6,650 kilometers long, it is a lifeline. This river, one of the longest in the world, has been the cradle of Egyptian civilization. It flows through mountains, deserts, and fertile plains. The Nile's journey is a testament to nature's power and beauty, traversing diverse landscapes that tell the story of Earth's geological history. For millennia, the Nile has been a source of life. Ancient Egyptians depended on its waters for agriculture, transforming arid land into fertile fields. Today, modern farmers continue this tradition, irrigating their crops with the same life-giving waters. It is the reason civilizations flourished. The great cities of ancient Egypt, from Thebes to Memphis, rose along its banks. Today, bustling modern cities like Cairo and Luxor thrive, their existence intertwined with the river. The Nile is not just a river, it is a story that begins with the dawn of human civilization and continues to this day, reflecting the sky's colors at sunrise and sunset, whispering secrets of the past. A story of ancient civilizations, powerful pharaohs, and remarkable wildlife. The ruins of cities, statues of pharaohs and temples stand as silent witnesses to a glorious past, while the diverse wildlife along its banks adds to the river's mystique. It is a story that continues to unfold. The Nile's waters still nurture life, support communities, and inspire awe. The blend of historical and modern images shows a river that is timeless, ever present in the lives of those who dwell along its course. This is the story of the Nile. From its source to its delta, the Nile is a river of history, culture, and life. It is a journey through time, a testament to the enduring power of nature and the resilience of human civilization. The Nile's journey begins far to the south. It starts in the mountains of Burundi and Rwanda. The river winds its way north. Through Tanzania it goes. It crosses Uganda, South Sudan, and Sudan. Finally, the Nile reaches Egypt. Here it spreads out into a fertile delta. The delta is a rich agricultural region. The Nile then flows into the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile is formed by two main tributaries, which are essential to its existence and the lifeblood of the regions they traverse: the White Nile and the Blue Nile. These two rivers, each with its unique characteristics, come together to create one of the world's most famous rivers. The White Nile is the longer tributary, stretching over 3,700 kilometers. It winds its way through several countries, including Uganda, South Sudan, and Sudan. It starts in Lake Victoria, which is one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. The lake itself is a vital resource for the surrounding regions, supporting both human and wildlife populations. The Blue Nile is shorter but carries more water. It is known for its powerful currents and significant contribution to the overall flow of the Nile. It originates in Lake Tana in Ethiopia, a highland lake that sits at an elevation of over 1,800 meters. This lake is not only the source of the Blue Nile, but also a crucial water body for Ethiopia. The two rivers meet in Khartoum, Sudan. This confluence is a significant geographical and cultural landmark, symbolizing the unity of the two tributaries. Here they combine to form the mighty Nile River, which then flows northward through Egypt and into the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile has been a cradle of civilization for millennia, supporting ancient cultures and modern societies alike. The White Nile, with its steady flow, provides a constant supply of water. This consistency is crucial during the dry season, ensuring that water is available even when rainfall is scarce. The Blue Nile, with its seasonal floods, brings fertile silt. These floods are vital for agriculture as they deposit nutrient-rich soil along the riverbanks, making the land extremely fertile and ideal for farming. The combination of the steady White Nile and the flood-prone Blue Nile creates a balanced ecosystem. Farmers rely on this natural irrigation system to grow crops such as wheat, barley, and various fruits and vegetables. The Nile River has also been a witness to history. Along its banks you can find ancient Egyptian temples, pyramids, and other historical sites that tell the story of one of the world's oldest civilizations. Today, the Nile continues to be a vital resource for modern cities. It supports millions of people, providing water for drinking, agriculture, and industry. The river is also home to diverse wildlife. Birds, fish and other animals thrive in and around the Nile, making it a biodiversity hotspot. Additionally, the Nile serves as a major transportation route. Boats and ferries navigate its waters, connecting communities and facilitating trade. The Nile River, with its two tributaries, the White Nile and the Blue Nile, is more than just a river. It is a source of life, a witness to history, and a symbol of the enduring connection between nature and humanity. The Nile has always held deep religious significance. It was more than just a river. It was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, a source of sustenance and a symbol of divine providence. The river's annual flooding was seen as a miraculous event, bringing fertile silt and water to the otherwise arid land, ensuring the survival and prosperity of the civilization that thrived along its banks. In ancient Egypt, the Nile was worshipped as a god. His name was Hapi. Hapi was the god of fertility and abundance. The Egyptians believed that Hapi controlled the flooding of the Nile, which was crucial for their agriculture. They offered prayers and sacrifices to Hapi, hoping to ensure a bountiful harvest. Temples and statues were erected in his honor, and he was often depicted as a well-fed man with large breasts, symbolizing nourishment and fertility. He brought the annual floods that nourished the land. These floods deposited rich, black silt onto the fields, making the soil incredibly fertile. This natural irrigation system allowed the Egyptians to grow crops such as wheat, barley and flax, which were essential for their diet and economy. The predictability of the Nile's flooding cycle was a cornerstone of Egyptian agriculture, and it allowed them to develop a calendar and plan their farming activities accordingly. The Nile is also mentioned in the Bible. It is a river that has witnessed countless historical events and has been a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires. The Bible recounts the story of Moses, who was placed in a basket and set adrift on the Nile by his mother to save him from Pharaoh's decree to kill all Hebrew male infants. This story highlights the river's role as a place of refuge and salvation. It is the backdrop for the story of Moses. The Nile's waters carried the basket to the place where Pharaoh's daughter found him. This event set the stage for Moses' future role as the leader who would eventually lead the Israelites out of Egypt. The story of Moses and the Nile is a powerful narrative of faith, destiny, and divine intervention. It is where baby Moses was found in a basket. The reeds and papyrus plants along the riverbanks provided the perfect hiding place for the infant Moses. This moment is often depicted in art and literature, symbolizing hope and the beginning of a journey that would change the course of history. The Nile represents a source of life and a symbol of God's power. Its waters have sustained civilizations for millennia, and its presence has shaped the culture, religion, and history of the region. The river's vastness and beauty continue to inspire awe and reverence, reminding us of the enduring connection between nature and humanity. The Nile's legacy is a testament to the profound impact that a single natural resource can have on the development and flourishing of human societies. Section 5. The gift of the Nile. Agriculture and prosperity. The Nile has been essential for agriculture for millennia. Its annual floods deposited fertile silt on the land. This enabled Egyptians to grow crops. Wheat, barley, and flax were staple crops. The Nile also provided a source of fish. The Nile's bounty led to prosperity. This allowed for the development of a complex civilization. It fostered trade, art, and architecture. Section 6. Modern life on the Nile. A river at risk. Today, the Nile remains a vital resource. It sustains a population of over 100 million people. It provides water for drinking, agriculture, and industry. However, the Nile is facing growing challenges. Population growth, urbanization, and industrialization are putting a strain on the river's resources. Climate change is altering rainfall patterns. It threatens to disrupt the Nile's flow. Pollution from industry and agriculture is degrading water quality. Section 7. The Nile under threat, climate change and pollution. Climate change poses a serious threat to the Nile River. Rising temperatures could lead to increased evaporation. This would reduce water levels. Changes in rainfall patterns could result in more frequent droughts and floods. Pollution from industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and sewage is another major challenge. These pollutants contaminate the water supply. They harm fish populations. Section 8. water wars, sharing the Nile's bounty. The Nile River flows through 11 countries. This has led to disputes over water allocation. Egypt and Sudan claim historical rights to the majority of the Nile's water. However, upstream countries are seeking a greater share. The construction of dams and irrigation projects has further exacerbated tensions. Finding a fair and equitable solution for sharing the Nile's waters is crucial. Section 9. A future for the Nile, conservation and cooperation. The future of the Nile River depends on cooperation. Countries need to work together. Sustainable water management practices are essential. This includes reducing pollution and improving irrigation efficiency. Investing in water infrastructure, such as reservoirs and pipelines, can help to store and distribute water more effectively. Section 10. The Nile's enduring legacy. The Nile River is more than just a waterway. It is a symbol of life, resilience, and the interconnectedness of nature and humanity. Its story is etched into the land, the people, and the very soul of Africa. As we face the challenges of the 21st century, it is our responsibility to protect this precious resource. We must ensure that the Nile continues to flow for generations to come.